My name is Bill Barnett. As a creative marketing executive for some of the top entertainment conglomerates in the world, I would like to help you tell your story. I think helping a company grow is more than just ideas. I think it's being able to adapt to situations. It's being able to adjust to situations. It's being able to anticipate what's going to be happening next. The other thing is it's all about your contacts and relationships. Because I've been in the business for such a long time, I've got relationships, I've got contacts, I know who to call. Radio Oz was a very interesting situation. What happened there was I was traveling back east and happened to see a story on the airplane about a small little radio station in Minneapolis. And I thought it was a great idea. I had been in radio for years. In fact, I had just sold my radio company to MCA Records. So I knew a lot about radio. I called the president of the company the next day and asked him if he ever wanted to turn his radio station into a network. He said he's always had a dream about doing that, but didn't know how to go about it. I was on a plane literally the next day to Minneapolis. We worked out a deal. I became the first president of Radio Oz. We went from 1 station to 12 stations to 26 stations. We went public. We formed an alliance with Disney. Radio Oz became the forerunner to Radio Disney. One of the more interesting chapters of my career is when I took over branded integration for Warner Brothers. About 4 or 5 years ago, when it was first starting to become an industry, I got a call from a good friend of mine who works over there and said, can you help us with bringing in some sponsors to some of our big shows? We worked on The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, we worked on Eliminate. They had a series of shows. I also, because of my relationships in the advertising industry, worked with a lot of sponsors. What we did is we brought them together, and instead of advertising, taking a 30-second spot out of the show, they said, how can we integrate our product into a show? And that's what we did. I worked with the writers, I worked with the producers, we integrated them into the show. The most recent project was one that was born out of necessity. 2 years ago, my kids were graduating high school and applying to college. And I thought it would be a great idea if they could get in for some personal interviews, face-to-face interviews at the schools they were applying. We found out it was a very difficult process because the schools just didn't have the manpower to handle it. So we came up with an idea for a new website called My College Eye, a platform for kids all over the world to be able to submit video interviews to the college of their choice. I have now taken that idea, that platform, and turned it into a career platform called My Career Eye for job seekers all over the world to apply for jobs. Marketing challenges are what keep me up at night. I love media, I love technology. That's why I've used this platform to introduce myself to you. Don't just read me.